I'm here. Is this seat too high? Maybe I should put it lower. Oh, there we go. I needed a snack because I was real hungry. I got food about to cook, but like right now it's not cooking because I'm waiting for the oven to bake. So I'm just gonna have to eat this real quick. Give me a second. I heard the oven just beep. Let me go get it real quick. Maybe I should do a proper intro because nothing about that intro was proper. Yeah, it is kind of hot now. Let me close that. Oh, shoot. Oh, god dang. I'm trying to find the perfect spot. I think this is good. I'm gonna sit right here. Welcome back to my channel, you guys. Okay, to be honest, you know, like right now, usually I tell you guys what this video is going to be about, but to be honest, I don't even know what it's going to be about, but I do have a little idea. Usually I have like a pen and paper and everything written out, but for the simple fact that I kind of want to just talk about whatever's on my brain. I'm not gonna write it down. I'm just gonna say what I say and say, you know, it is what it is, and I'm gonna let it do what it do. You know what I'm saying? I feel like what's on my brain right now is I kind of want to talk about how to balance people in life and yourself. And I'm gonna have a title. I'm gonna have a thoughtful title about this. So right now I'm just gonna call it that, but you guys already know what this video is gonna be about. But I just want to talk about, you know, how to really balance, because I feel like I struggle with this. I've struggled and still struggle, and I'm just gonna let you guys honestly know from what I do and how I've been maintaining and how I you know, keep it moving. I'm just put it like that. I'm gonna let you, because I feel like a lot of people deal with this, especially when you're transitioning into the person you want to be. It's really hard because the person you want to be may be nothing like the person that you are or the person you used to be. So in order for you to get to that transition, you kind of have to do things you are, or shall I say, that make you uncomfortable. And to be honest, I'm just going to be honest from where I stand right now. This may not be the best advice. This might not be the correct advice, but this is just the advice that I say sticks with me and that I actually do. And I feel like it really does help me out. And it may hurt some people's feelings, but, you know, to be honest, at the end of the day, your feelings are going to be hurt. My feelings are going to be hurt. Everyone's feelings are going to be hurt. And we just got to do what we got to do. Okay? So with that being said, I just kind of want to explain what I mean by maintaining, you know, your personal life and maintaining, you know, people in life. So it just kind of depends, because, you know, it just depends on who you want to maintain. You know, we have friends, we have family, we have, you know, strangers, we have a lot of people, you know, and then we have ourselves. And at the end of the day, I think what's most important is what's most important to you. Is your friends, your family, you know, other people more important than you? If you feel that way, then, you know, do what you got to do. But if you want to get to a new level, a level where you feel comfortable with yourself and maybe other people, personally, I'm just gonna be honest with my personal advice. I usually don't balance. I don't balance people and myself like this. Like in the beginning, I know, and I'm just speaking for myself, I know that I'm gonna lose a lot of people because I'm transitioning to another level in life. So I may not hang around the same people I used to. I may not talk to the same people I used to. I may hurt some of the people that, you know, may matter to me, but I'm only doing it for the sake of, you know, trying to you know, be a better person, you know. I'm not gonna hurt somebody who's always been a good person to me, who's always been there. I'm not talking about those people. And those people, if they're a good person, if they've always been there, then they should still be there. They should still be there through your ups and your downs and the quiet time you give them, you know what I mean? But those other people that kind of like, you know, oh, you're not talking to me, or why aren't you talking to me, you know, like, what's going on? You can explain it to them, but personally, if they don't understand it and they just kind of want to leave you be, I feel like let them leave you be, because at the end of the day, they're in charge of their story and you're in charge of yours. And at the end of the day, just because they tell you in their story to be, you know, a certain way, that does not mean that you have to be that way. And if you love them and everything and you want to adjust for them, that's fine. But if you feel like your happiness, your, you know, you're important, and that you need to do things a certain way for the sake of what you're trying to be or what you're trying to become, then I personally think that, you know, you need to let them know straight up. And if they don't want to accept that, they don't want to understand that, then, you know, kind of just let them be. Like I said, it may not be the best advice, it may not be the dopest advice, you know what I mean, the right advice, but personally, from what I'm going through, I've realized that I need to, you know, space myself out from the people I used to hang out with, the people I used to talk to, the people, you know, I care about. But like, if I care about you, then you understand that, you know, I need to do things a certain way. And if you don't understand that and you're putting yourself more first than me, you get what I'm saying? I have to respect that as well, because I'm not going to tell you, oh, I got to do what I got to do and expect you to not do what you got to do and wait for me. It's like hand in hand. Like you got to understand their situation, they got to understand your situation. If they want you to be in their lives and they want you to be active in your life and their lives, then, you know what I mean, like, you got to understand that, and they got to understand if you can't be that role, you can't play the certain role that they want in their lives. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all both should understand each other and come to a middle ground where it's like, okay, I understand you try to do what you got to do and you need time to yourself. And I hope you understand I want you to be a part of this, but if you need time to do what you got to do, you know, here we go. Like, that's the middle ground. But if someone's really not trying to meet you in the middle ground and cut you off, that's a whole nother story. And personally, with people like that, I just kind of, because you're going to cut me off because I'm trying to find out who I am or what I need to be, and it has nothing to do with you at all. Like, nothing, completely nothing to do with you. Nothing, no hurt feelings, no nothing. I just need to find me, and you're telling me that I'm about to get cut off. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't think that's, I think that's very toxic. I think people like that, they just need to go. They need the dough right there. I think you need to make sure they go. Just my personal opinion. Well, hold on. Let me see what this timer is on my food, because I'm hungry. I'm so hungry. Yeah, but yeah, that's just the topic I want to talk about. So basically, when you know, my only advice when it comes down to, you know, how to maintain people and maintain yourself, it's at the end of the day, who, you know, what fight do you want more? Like, who do you want more? You want other people or do you want yourself? And, you know, some people may say other people, and there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with wanting to sacrifice, you know what I mean? Like, I won't even say sacrifice, but there's nothing wrong with wanting to put other people first. But it comes to a point in time where you're going to realize that other people put themselves first, and that's why you're putting them first, because they put themselves first. And you're going to, like, you know, if you're feeling a certain way about yourself and you're not happy with yourself, you're not happy with the things you're doing, there has to come a point in time where you put yourself first. And until you do that, you're always going to feel a certain way.
It doesn't go for everybody. It does not. It does not.
It does not go for everybody. You know, everybody's in different situations, but I just want to make a video on this, explaining that, because anything that's going on in my head, I feel like, not right now, anything that's going on in my head, I feel like somebody went through it, or somebody's about to go through it. And I think that this is a topic that needs to be talked about, because there are so many things that go on in our minds that stop us from achieving what we need to achieve and getting to the point that we need to get to. And, you know, when it comes to topics like this, anything to break down that wall to reach your success, to reach the person you're supposed to be, the person you're meant to be, I feel like it needs to be talked about. And I feel like people need to pay attention to this and need to be aware of this, because no one can tell me that, oh, you know, that thought never crossed my mind. Like, you may have thought it and just pushed the thought away, but like, you ever see yourself in a mental war, like, okay, it's either you or me, you know what I'm saying? And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying be selfish, because listen, like, you know what I mean? But what I'm saying is, if they matter to you and they care about you, they will understand you, and they will be like, you know what, you got to do what you got to do, and then, you know what I mean, when things work out right for you, you're gonna come back to me. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be there for me. You're gonna do what you got to do to be in my life. You know what I'm saying? But if they're so quick to get rid of you and not like you and or not talk to you and not want to be anything with you, anything, then, you know what I mean, like, I feel like people like that, they just really gotta go. I feel like personally that when you're trying to find the person you're meant to be, it's like it's like a whole bunch of people, and it's gonna be a whole bunch of things and a whole bunch of distractions, a whole bunch of everything, okay? And then it gets to the point where it's like, okay, you're the creation of you is on the other side of all that mess. Now you personally have to go through that mess to be able to find or create the person that you see reflecting in your brain. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you have to go through this so you can get to that other side. And if you just act like, oh, I'm just gonna flow over, if you could flow over and tell me how to flow over, because I've been waiting. Reality sometimes kicks that you might need to go through these people, go through these things, so you can be like, oh, okay, like, you know what I mean? And then when you find, or I'm not gonna say fine, but whenever you get through all that stuff, you're gonna realize you're a whole different person. You're exactly the person that you said you were gonna be. It is because you had to go through it. So not right now. So like I said, I personally think that, you know, topics like this, it does need to be talked about, because we're all going through mental battles. We're all going through things, and, you know, a lot of people, I personally feel like if I'm going through it, and I've been through this multiple times, but now I'm actually taking that really serious, I feel like, you know what I mean, you need to bring awareness to the fact that there are going to be obstacles and people in the way of your dreams and your goals, and sometimes you might need to close in on yourself. You need to be alone so you can figure out what it is you need to do to get to where you want to be. And if you live in the same pattern, the same habitat, you do the same things, the same routine, you may not ever create that person you see is fit. You may not create or find, or whatever you want to call it, you may not be able to get to that person because you're still in the same routine. But until you start breaking your shell and be like, okay, you know what, I have to stand strong on this, and I have to tell this person, hey, I may not be, you know, right where you are, right when you need me, you know what I'm saying, because I gotta do what I gotta do, but you know what I mean, it's all care, I love you, you know what I mean, and I'm gonna come back around right when I get done, you know what I'm saying. I don't think you gotta cut people off. I don't think that's what it is. I personally feel like you could just tell them you need a break, and if they don't understand that and they want to get rid of you, like I said, you gotta go, because, like, you know what I mean, like, I care about you, and this is why I'm doing this stuff, so I can help the people I care about, and you are telling me I gotta go because I care about myself now, you know what I mean? Like, if I always cared about you and I always show that, and I'm always in your life, and now I want to take time for myself to catch up on who I am, and you don't want to accept that, and you telling me I'm being selfish now, it's kind of like, you gotta toss them, because listen, we don't do that. We can't do that. Like, so I just wanted to have a conversation about that. I'm gonna have a lot more videos on, like, mental topics, things that, you know, float in my brain, things that just pop up in my head. I will be writing out some stuff, but to be honest, when I am going through things, or when I'm trying to figure out how to get over things, I do want to talk about it, because usually when things pop up in my head, I already know how to beat it, but it's like, dang, like, it just popped up in my head because it's something that is a struggle. And I know how to beat it, but dang, like, the thought, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I do want to, you know, have conversations like this, and I don't think everything always needs to be written down on paper. I don't think everything needs to always be, you know, planned out. I feel like the truest part of you is just gonna, you know, come, and the truest part of me is, like, you know, how to beat battles, like how to get over things, how to reach that other side, because, you know, life's everything. Personally, I think, you know, oh, my food's done. But, you know, I just personally think that, you know, we all need to take time and see and realize what we're struggling with and make a change. And yeah, it is what it is, and it do what it do. If you guys like videos like this, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video.